I'm ready to turn down because I'm sure some others will pop up when this is done. Here we go. We working. Still going. Will you say something about this?
Testing 1 2, test 1 2. Okay. Test 1 2. Can you hear me?
Say it real fast.
Test 1 2. Can you hear me? Test 1 2 3.
Yeah. It keeps popping up as the next song. Alright, ready? I'm just gonna put it on the show. There, it's on shuffle now, so it should.
Testing 1 2 test. It's up loud too.
Ready?
So I can't get you tell who's working out there.
For what?
We're good.
Testing 1 2 testing.
I'm ready.
Testing.
I'll do one. You start doing it.
We're already live, so you're good.
If I can hear you up here.
And hello everybody, and welcome to the Carp in Hayesville. Time for baseball. Campus Colts taking on the Newton Railers. Colts come in 4-2, Newton 3-5. Here's how
Testing 1 2.
Newton will
test,
go.
1, 2.
It'll be Warren Dietz at shortstop. Colton Davis will bat second and play left field. Bryant Kuzak will hit third and play first base. Correction, third base. Alex Kern will be in the cleanup spot and play shortstop. Christian Malcolm will be over at first base and hit fifth. Jace Maxwell will be the designated hitter. Sport Tekhoff will be in right field. Hunter Mapes will be in center. And behind the plate and hitting ninth will be Matt Sear. Newton is coached by Mark George. They come in 3-5, 0-2 in the district. Campus is coached by Brian Klassen, assisted by Kevin McMullen and Brandon Johnson. Defensively for campus today, right to left, or left to right in the outfield will be Walter, Leslie, and Hahn. Hartley will be over at third base, Common at short, Martins at second base, and playing first base tonight will be Austin Warkins. Teo Martinez will be behind the plate, and on the mound will be Luke Sherman. Sherman doing very well, 6 2/3 innings of work this year, 3-1 overall. 3.1 ERA, 11 Ks on the season, and only 1 walk. Very accurate, and he's given up 4 hits.
What'd you say?
He'll face Dietz, Davis, and Kuzak here in the first. First pitch weather, 82 degrees in Hayesville, wind out of the south at 14. High clouds, beautiful day for baseball here in Hayesville. Todd Hook along with producer-director Kayla Jost. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Dietz comes in hitting .250 on the season. Steps in from the right side. Dietz playing shortstop. And the pitch
Who's running?
from Sherman in there. Good fastball on the outside corner. Now leaving it up 1-1.
Didn't fix this shit.
Ball and a strike to the leadoff man. Just underway in Hayesville. Happy to have you here, Kayla.
Happy to be here.
And that's a good off-speed pitch, swung through and missed. And Sherman's ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Newton comes in 3-5. 0-2 in the district play. They play him straight away. Off-speed pitch is bounced foul. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Umpires today, John Steffner and Travis Griffin. Wind out of the south at 14. That's blowing out to left. So that's something we'll have to watch as the game progresses. Good fastball swung on and missed. And that'll do it for Dietz. 1 out here in the inning in the top of the first. Good fastball located on the outer half by Sherman. 1 out now. Here's Colton Davis. Davis comes in hitting .353 on the season, playing left field. Steps in from the right side. Right on left matchup here. Just underway in Hayesville. First pitch from Sherman is a strike on the outside corner. Good cut fastball from Sherman. Good movement on that pitch. Not a whole lot Davis could do with that one. Sherman, a quick worker from the left side. That's in the dirt. 1-1 now. Plenty of time to get out of here. First of 2 games today. We'll have both of them for you if you can't make it. It's an absolutely gorgeous day at the ballpark. Come out and get some sun. And the 1-1 is in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Colton Davis. Newton in their gray uniforms, black numbers. And that swung on and fouled back. That'll even it up 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Campus in their all-white uniforms, black lettering. Looks like they play Davis a shade to left field. A lot of room in right center. Off-speed pitch misses outside. Tried to get him to chase something. Nothing happening. Sherman 6 2/3 innings of work this season. He struck out 11. And the pitch from him. Good pitch in on the hands. He swung through it and missed, and that'll be it for Davis. 2 strikeouts in the innings. 2 outs here in the top of the first. That'll bring up Bryant Kuzik. Kuzik over at third base today. Comes in hitting .318. Newton comes in hitting .318 as a team. Pretty equal on paper, these 2 clubs. Campus hitting .310, Newton .318. That is bounced down the line, just foul down the third base line. Looked like Hartley caught that one right over the bag from where we can see. How foul was it, Kayla? I can't see it.
Oh, right over the bag.
All right. One and 2 now. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the first. That is swung on, popped up, right side. Right fielder Hahn coming in. It's going to be the center fielder, Leslie, laying out and makes the play. So we've played a half an inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We'll go to the bottom of the first. We'll be right back. No score.
Alrighty, Colt Baseball is brought to you by USD 261, serving students in a safe and caring environment while providing a rigorous and world-class curriculum. USD 261 educates students K through 12 through the use of collaboration, exploration, and relevance to ensure student success comes first. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook or schedule a tour today. And by the Yearling staff, the official yearbook of Campus High School. Working hard to capture this year's adventures. Don't miss out. Order your yearbook at jostensyearbooks.com or see Miss Corcoran in D8. And for the bottom of the first, here's Mr. Hood.
All right, thank you, Kayla. We're back. Bottom of the first, no score from Hayesville. Here's how the Colts will go. It'll be Leslie, Workins, Hartley, and Martinez in the cleanup spot. Common will hit fifth. Isidro will hit sixth in the DH spot. Cole Martins will be at second base. Corey Hahn will be in right field. And Luke Sherman will be on the mound. First ball bunting from Leslie. Foul. 0-1 now to Leslie. Defensively for Newton. Left to right in the outfield. Davis, Mapes, and Tothoff over at right field. Cusack over at third. Dietz at shortstop. Kern at second base, Malcolm over at first, Sear behind the plate, and Matt Eldridge, right-hander on the mound. 5.09 ERA. He's 1-1, 11 innings of work. He's given up 8 runs. All 8 were earned. A walk and 3 strikeouts. That's up the middle for a base hit, so that'll be a leadoff base hit for Tanner Leslie. And the Colts have something cooking early here in the bottom of the first. Ball was hit exactly right up the middle, right back where it came from, just how you draw it up. Here's Austin Warkins. Warkins steps in from the left side, playing first base today, hitting 150 on the season. Colts come in hitting 310 as a team and giving up just shy of 3 runs a game. And that is bunted down the left side. Good bunt fielded by the pitcher over to first. In time. Good play by Eldridge getting off the mound and making that play. That'll be a sacrifice for Warkins. Leslie down to second with 1 out, a runner in scoring position. And 1 out. Here's Jackson Hartley hitting .304, playing third base today. Steps in from the right side, right on right matchup. They play him straight away and deep. And he takes an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Looks like the left fielder is playing way close to the line, so a lot of room in left center there. If Hartley can get one going there, that's batted foul down the left side. A lot of room out there, Kayla.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom of the first, runner at second base, 1 out. No score from Hayesville at the Cart. Todd Hook and Kayla Jost with you, bringing you both games today. And that's just missed outside. Looked like he hit his spot, but he was set up pretty far outside. And here's the 1-1 off-speed pitch. That's drilled to left field. That'll get down for a base hit.
Oh, and
Mishandled by the left fielder. And a run will score. They missed the cutoff man. And Hartley is down to second with an RBI. That'll be a base hit and an RBI for Hartley. And Campus is out in front, 1-0. Hartley will go to second place on the error. Ball was mishandled by Davis out in left field. I think they were going to hold Leslie at third base, but it was mishandled, and coach sent him, and he made it easily. Ball was hit very sharply, a 1-hopper to Davis. He was unable to handle it, and runner at second base now with only 1 out. Here's Mateo Martinez. Swings through the first off-speed pitch and misses, strike 1. Martinez playing behind the plate tonight. He's hitting .412 on the season. Very hot prospect, this young man. He's got the attention of a lot of college coaches in the area. And that is misses low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind blowing out today. We'll see how that plays out. Big ballpark here, 335 down the line, 365 in the alleys, and about 400 to center. Wind is blowing out to left. Off-speed pitch floats outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to the catcher. Looks like they shade him a little bit towards left field. There's a lot of room in right center. Eldridge in a little bit of trouble here with 1 out, 1 run across so far. We're in the bottom of the first, and that is an off-speed pitch. Swung on and missed. Looked like it was a foul ball, but that gets away from the catcher, Sear. And Hartley will go down to third on the wild pitch. So the Colts with a runner at third base with 1 out. Martinez with an opportunity to drive in a run right here. And the 1-2, that is going to be in there for a base hit just over the outstretched arm of the shortstop, Dietz. And that'll be an RBI base hit for Martinez. And the Colts lead it 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. One out. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound by Coach George. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Campus High School Counseling Center. Call or stop by 554-2240. Looks like a quick visit by George. I don't see anybody getting loose in the bullpen. You don't want to miss coming up after the second inning. It'll be this day in baseball history. Kayla will have a little bit of history that happened on this day. And after the third inning, you want to stay tuned because Kayla will also have the Colts Athletic Roundup. Home plate umpire out to break it up. Looks like going to stay with Eldridge. 2 runs across. We're in the bottom of the first. 1 out. Runner at first base, that's Martinez. 3 hits in the inning. And you're caught up. Here's Tyler Common. Common playing shortstop, hitting .444. And he takes a strike in there. Eldridge's been struggling a little bit. Maybe the Colts are going to make him throw some more pitches. Maybe take till we get a strike here. Good lead over there by Martinez. Always a threat to run. Throw over there. He's back in there head first. Martinez not your typical catcher that has a tendency to run into the wind and uphill at all times. Got good speed. Another throw over. He's back in there. Eldridge seems to be pretty worried about Martinez, and he should be. Still a good lead over there. Runner at first, 1 out, 2 runs across. We're in the bottom of the first. That is swung on. That's through the left side for a base hit. And that'll be a base hit for Common. He's 1 for 1 today.
Martinez to second.
Yeah, Martinez down to second. Kayla first and second. Nobody out.
1 out.
1 out, excuse me. 1 out. Thanks, Coach. Here's Caden Ysidro. Big feller hitting .286. He's the designated hitter today. Steps in from the left side. Right on left matchup. Doesn't match up any better than this, Kayla, because he's going to be able to see the pitch very well. First and second, 1 out. That is outside, yeah. Looks like Eldridge is leaking a little bit of oil here. Don't see anybody getting loose in the bullpen yet. They play Ysidro very close to the left field line. Not sure about that. That's in there for a call strike. That'll even it up 1-1. Ysidro does lead the club in doubles. There's a trivia question for you. Ysidro, the leading hitter last year, that has bounced to the right side. Second baseman up with it, over to second for 1, back to first. And plenty of time, and they'll roll it up. So the Colts are going to leave a couple, but they get a couple here in the first. We've played 1. And the Colts lead it 2-0. We'll be right back.
Colts baseball is brought to you by Crafty Pie. For all custom wood signs, window decals, handcrafted yard signs, and your vinyl lettering needs. Message Callie on Facebook at Crafty Pie for your own custom signs. And by The Colts Special, Campus High School's official school newspaper. Published every other month, the Colts staff is always looking for great stories to tell. Follow them on Twitter at CHS Journalism or send story ideas to chscoltspecial@gmail.com.
Here and welcome back. We played 1 here in Hayesville. Colts lead it 1-0. A couple of runs here in the bottom of the first. Newton will have 4, 5, and 6 up. It'll be Kern, Malcolm, and Maxwell scheduled. Luke Sherman out for his second inning of work. He got the Railers in order last time. They were able to get Ysidro to hit into an inning-ending double play. It really helped to get them out of the inning. After this inning, we'll have this week this day in baseball history. You don't want to miss that. Kayla will have that for us. And after the third, she's going to tell us what's going on in Colt athletics. Top of 2, Colts lead it 2-0. Luke Sherman continues to work. Here's Alex Kern hitting .500. In a really good season. And he swings at the first pitch, swings through it for strike 1. Looks like he was setting on a fastball on that one. It'll be Kern, Malcolm, and Maxwell. 4, 5, and 6 for Newton. They trail the Colts 2-0. Off-speed pitch floats outside, ball 1. Sherman, a pretty quick worker, which is good for everybody. First of 2 games today. That is swung on, fisted foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Sherman in the driver's seat here. No change defensively for the Colts. And the 1-2 is in the dirt. Tried to get him to chase. Nothing doing. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Top of second from Hayesville. And the pitch. That is foul straight back. He was all over that one. Had it timed just perfectly. Just missed it. 82 degrees. Wind out of the south at 14. Big ballpark with the wind today. We can have a chance of getting one out of here. Off-speed pitch is just fisted foul, Kayla. Hang on to that one just right. Good piece of hitting there by Kern, able to keep his hands back just long enough to get a piece of it. Here's the 2-2. That is popped up to the left side. Looks like the third baseman, Hartley, making the call and the play for out number 1. So Kern pops up here in the top of the second. 1 out in the inning. Here's Christian Malcolm. Malcolm playing first base. Comes in hitting .294. Steps in from the right side. Right on left matchup. Looks like Sherman's going to step off and ask for the signs to be repeated. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of second. That is foul straight back. Strike 1. So Sherman doing a good job getting ahead of hitters, Kayla, so far. Here's the 0-1 from Sherman. That is fouled off to the right. That'll make the seats 0-2. Malcolm over at first base today, hitting .294. And the 0-2, good fastball, just missed outside in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Malcolm. Sherman 6 2/3 innings of work this season. 3.1 ERA, so pretty good on the staff. Off-speed pitch, just misses outside. That'll even it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think Martinez wanted that one. He held that one there for a minute.
Look good to me.
I don't know why they don't ask us to call it.
Right?
2-2. A lot of room in right center. That's inside. That hit him. So after getting ahead 0-2, he's going to put Malcolm on with a hit by pitch with 1 out here in the top of the second. Top of the second, Colts lead it 2-0. They get a couple of runs in the bottom of the first. Runner at first, now 1 out. Here's Jace Maxwell. Maxwell, the designated hitter, hitting .250 on the season. And the first pitch is in the dirt, ball 1, blocked nicely by Martinez. Martinez is pretty much a wall back there. Good lead over there by Malcolm. They look him back, squares to bunt, right back to the pitcher. And Sherman's up with it over to first. And Maxwell moves the runner to second base. Malcolm over to second on the sacrifice. 2 outs now, runner at second. And this will bring up Sport Tekoff. Tekoff over in right field, right-handed hitter. 421 on the season. Pretty good lead out there by Malcolm, second base. And that's in there for a call strike. Good fastball from Sherman. Sherman with 11 strikeouts on the season, only 1 walk, so he is very accurate. That's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Martinez. Count even 1-1. Ball and a strike, runner at second, 2 outs. We're in the top of second. Colts lead it 2-0. And the pitch. That is just missed outside. A little fastball with a little run on it. And that moved out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike now to Tekoff. And the 2-1. Off-speed pitch, just got a piece of it, 2-2. Good job by Tekoff to be able to stay on that pitch and get a piece of it and foul it off. Malcolm at second base, courtesy of the hit by pitch and sacrifice. And a 2-2. That is a soft liner caught by the second baseman, Martins, and that'll do it for the Railers in the top of the second. We played 1.5. Colts 2, Railers nothing. We'll be right back.
Colts baseball is brought to you by hookbats.com. Hand-turned ash and maple bats from Major League stock made to order. Good wood for good hitters since 2005. Check them out at hookbats.com. And by the Valley State Bank, a proud supporter of Hayesville School District and Campus High School. Student checking accounts are available at 5310 South Broadway or inside Campus High School. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the bottom of the second. Thank you, Kayla. Looks like it's going to be 7, 8, and 9 for Campus. They lead it 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. Looks like Eldridge will continue to work for the Railers. He'll go out for inning number 2. Gave up 2 runs in the first and 3 hits. So he's looking to right the ship here. He'll face the bottom third of the order. It'll be Martins, Hahn, and Sherman. Cole Martins will lead it off. He's hitting .385. Playing second base today. He'll step in from the left side, so we'll have a right-on-left matchup. First pitch from Eldridge. That is in there for a call strike on the outside corner. Good location from Eldridge. And Martin's in the hole, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second. That is bounced up the middle. Second baseman over to his right. Makes the play. Over to first. It's in the dirt. And that'll go as a base hit. So that'll be a base hit for Martins. Martins runs very well. It was going to be close if the ball was to get there in time. But good play by Karn at second base getting there. But Martins runs very well, and that'll be a leadoff hit for the Colts. So Martins over at first base. Leadoff base hit. And this will bring up Corey Hahn. Hahn still looking for his first base hit of the season. Hahn over in right today. Good lead over there by Martins. Hahn squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes a ball. And Hahn was just trying to see what the defense was going to show. Squared around and pulled it back abruptly. Eldridge has struck out 3 on the season. Throw over to first base. Very close. Very close. Safe at first. Martin's back in there head first. Pretty good move by Eldridge. I think he may have had Martin's leaning just a little bit. Back over to first. Pretty close again. 1 ball, no strikes to Hahn. And the pitch. That is pop up the right side. First baseman and catcher converging, and it's going to be the catcher, Sear, will make the play going away. So Hahn will pop up and fail to move the runner to second base. 1 out now in the inning. This will bring up Luke Sherman. Sherman doing the pitching today, hitting 182 coming into today. Throw back over to first. Martin's in there easily. After this half inning, Kayla's going to have a little bit of baseball history for you in terms of what happened on this day, April 17th. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Swung on and fouled back. No balls and a strike to Sherman. Sherman hitting the 9 spot. And then it'll be top of the order. Leslie, Warkins, and Hartley. 1 out now in the inning. We're in the bottom of the second. Colts lead it 2-0. Another throw to first. And Martin's back in there in time. Martin's does run well. Newton does expect him to run. Really good lead over there. And that is a fastball wide. Ball 1. Ball and a strike now to Sherman. They play him straight away. Another good lead over there by Martins. And that's in there for a call strike at the knees. Sherman in the hole, 1-2. Windy day here at the ballpark, but very comfortable temperatures. Temperatures in the low 80s. If you're in the area, time to come out. And that's in there for a call strike. So Sherman's going to go down looking here in the second for out number 2. Top of the order now, here's Tanner Leslie. Singled and scored in the first. Start of the day hitting 444. Steps in from the right side. It'll be up to Leslie. If Leslie gets on, it'll be Warkins. First pitch to him. Runner goes. That is bounced to the left side. Third baseman Cusack up with it. Over to first, not in time. Looks like Leslie's going to beat it out. There was a high hopper to Cusack over at third. Unable to come up with it in time, so that'll be 2 for 2 for Leslie. Runner down to second base. That'll be Martins. So first and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Here's Austin Warkins. Sacrifice in the first inning. Moved the runner over. Catcher Sear out to talk to Eldridge. Make sure they have their sign straight with a runner at second base. First of 2 games today. We will have both of them for you. And the first pitch to Warkins. Steps in from the left side. And he takes a strike at the knees. Strike 1.
Is the microphone still not working?
Warkins started the day hitting 150. Right on left matchup. A lot of room in left or right center. That's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Sear, able to hold Martins right where he's at. That'll even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Playing him pretty close down the line in left. A lot of room in left center also. That misses wide. 2 balls and 1 strike to Warkins. Runners at first and second, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the first. Colts lead it 2-0. Campus comes in 4-2. That is up the middle for a base hit. That'll get through. They're going to send the runner. Here's the throw to the plate, and it's cut off. So that'll be an RBI single for Warkins. And the Colts lead it 3-0. Leslie will be down to second. Martins will score. Runners now at first and second for Jackson Hartley. Colts very good at hitting the ball right up the middle, right where it was pitched. Coach Klassen has got to be happy with that. Colts have won their last 4 ball games. They got a win over Hutch last week, a couple over Hutch, and a couple over Ark City. So they've won 4 of their last 6. That's an off-speed pitch in there to Hartley for a called strike. Hartley a single and a run scored last time up in the first. Colts lead at 3-0. We're in the bottom of the second. And that is driven down the left field line, foul. Turned on that one pretty well, Kayla.
Yep. Just left of the bag.
Hartley has very quick hands. Pulled his hands in just a little bit and got the barrel through there in a hurry. Ball and a strike now. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And that is a fastball that just missed low. Hartley ahead in the count now, 2-1. Two and one, 2 outs. Hartley trying to keep it going right here. Hitting .304 at the beginning of the day. That's in the dirt. And everybody's going to move up. Just squirts away from Sear a little bit, and both runners able to move up on the wild pitch. The Colts now with runners at second and third with 2 outs. 3 balls and a strike to Hartley, so he can sit back and look for something right here. Hartley with an open stance. And he takes the ball low. Looks like it was 2-1. Must have missed one somewhere, Kayla. That happens when you get older. 3-1 now. Scoreboard is not operational today. Still waiting on some parts. The 3-1, that is going to be a 3-bouncer to the shortstop, ranging to his left over to first in time. And the Colts are going to leave a couple, but they get 1. We've played 2. They lead it 3-0. We'll be right back.
Derby leads Mays after 1.
Alrighty, now it's time for another edition of This Day in Baseball History. On April 17th in 1953, Yankee sluggers Mikey Mantle ushers the era of the tape measure home run when he hits a 565-foot shot off of Washington's Chuck Snobbs in Griffith Stadium.
You realize how far 565 foot is?
That's over the fence for sure.
That is before the baseballs were juiced. 1953. Who knows what kind of wood? Probably really heavy, would be my guess. So that's a pretty good poke there, Kayla.
Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive. I'd be happy with a 335-foot shot today, so Mr. Cleaver can come up with some half-price smoothies, which that's coming up in the 4th inning. If any Colt hits a home run, Kayla,
oh yeah,
then then all the smoothies are half price tomorrow. Can you imagine the line at Stopping Grounds?
I gotta work tomorrow. It'll be super busy.
I hope it's super busy. All right, Kayla, we're going to go to the top of the 3rd. Newton in the hole, 3-0. It'll be 9-1-2 for Newton. So it'll be Sear, Dietz, and Davis. Matt Sear steps in, hitting .286, doing the catching today. And he takes a strike from Sherman. Sherman out for inning number 3 of work. He is pretty much settled in so far. Allowed 1 base runner. And that's in there for a strike. Sear in the hole, 0-2. Sear hitting in the 9 spot. Hits from the right side, right on left matchup here. And the 0-2. That floats outside. Tried to get him to chase. Good purpose pitch from Luke Sherman. That'd be a good time to waste one ahead in the count, Kayla. Maybe get him to chase something. Here's the 1-2. That is a good fastball fouled back. Looks like Sherman tried to sneak one by him there. Sear was all over it. They play him straight away and shallow. And that's an off-speed pitch. That'll get through there for a base hit. Lead-off base hit for Sear, and the Railers have something going here in the top of the third. Not sure what that pitch was. Looked like a little straight change that he got in on his hands. The location wasn't bad, Kayla, but he just, pretty good piece of hitting there by Sear. So bring up Dietz, top of the order now. Strikeout victim in the first. Runner at first, nobody out, squares to bunt. And bunts through it. Snap throw down to first base. He's back in time.
Sorry.
Martinez tried to catch Sear a little bit too far off. And he gets back safely. Sear reached base on a ball and 2-strike base hit. Dietz comes in hitting .250. Throw over to first. He's back in time. Not a real convincing move for Luke Sherman. More of a step and throw type of thing. Doesn't appear to be real deceptive. Pretty good lead over there by Sear. And that is foul straight back. 0-2 now to Dietz. Railers trail the Colts 3-0. We're in the top of the third. Runner at first. Leadoff base hit by Matt Sear. Off-speed pitch is popped up. Middle of the infield. It looks like Common, and will make the call and the catch for out number 1. This is why you don't do the scorebook and pen, Kayla, because you write it on the wrong one. Here's Colton Davis. Also struck out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Start of the day hitting .353. Right-handed hitter steps in. Throw over to first. And he's back in time. It's kind of like doing math and pen, isn't it?
Yep.
Not a good idea. And the pitch is wide, ball 1. Davis struck out in the first. 2 strikeouts on the day so far for Luke Sherman. And that's in on his hands. Tried to check his swing. He went around. That's strike 1. Ball and a strike. One and one, one out. That's in there for a call strike. Good location from Luke Sherman. Painted the outside corner with a little bit of movement on that fastball. Ball and 2 strikes now to Colton Davis. Davis, the left fielder, hitting in the 2 spot. Good lead over there. That is in the dirt and gets away from Martinez, and the runner will move up. So Sear will go down to second on the wild pitch. That is an unforced error there, Miss Kayla. Martinez out to talk to him. Make sure they have the sign straight with the guy at second base. Those runners at second base, Kayla, can pick up the sign. So you want to make sure that you are accurate. And that is in there for a call strike at the knees on the outside corner. And Davis will go down looking, and that's his second strikeout of the game. Third strikeout now for Luke Sherman. 2 outs now, runner at second base. Matt Sear led the inning off with a base hit. And the pitch. Good off-speed pitch to Cusick. He swings through it for strike 1. Cusick popped out to the center fielder in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Start of the day hitting .318. And the pitch. That is wide. Ball and a strike. 1-1 to Cusick. Newton 3-5 on the season. And a fastball inside misses. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, runner at second base. We're in the top of the third. Colts lead it 3-0. And that's in there for a called strike. Good fastball from Sherman. 2-2 now. Absolutely gorgeous day here at the ballpark. If you're in the area, time to get out here. Game 1 of 2. That is a liner caught just at the shoe tops by Martins, and that'll do it for the Railers in the third. We played 2.5. Colts lead it 3-0. We'll be right back.
Colts baseball is sponsored by the AVID program, a college readiness program designed to immerse students in a college-going culture. The AVID program is for students willing to challenge themselves in a supportive environment with college tutors, speakers, and field trips. For more information about the AVID program, contact Bruce Lawling at 554-2236. And by the Campus High School International Baccalaureate program, aiming to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who help to create a better and more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. The program encourages students across the world to become active, compassionate, and lifelong learners. For more information, contact Joe Sailors at 554-2236.
And welcome back. Thank you, Kayla. You want to stay tuned. Kayla's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on athletically. A lot going on here at campus in the spring. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for campus. They lead it 3-0 here in the bottom of the third over Newton. It'll be Martinez, Common, and Isidro here in the third. Campus got a couple in the first, 1 in the second. Eldridge continues to work for the Railers. He has settled down a little bit. Not getting any easier here with Martinez, Common, and Isidro. Martinez 1 for 1 today, and he takes a pitch wide, ball 1. Martinez 1 for 1 today, RBI in the first. Comes in hitting .412 at the beginning of the day. And that's wide, ball 2. Eldridge in the hole, 2 balls and no strikes. Not the guy you want to get behind to. Here's the 2-0. Off-speed pitch. Misses high, 3-0. So 3 straight balls from Eldridge to start the third. And the 3-0. That's in there. A good strike right down the middle. See if Eldridge can battle back here. Martinez in a position to look for a spot right here. Look for a pitch he can drive. Here's the 3-1. That's inside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Martinez. Not the way that Eldridge wanted to start. In the big leagues, Kayla, if a guy walks the leadoff man, he scores 75% of the time. So in high school, it's got to be closer to 80, 85, 90. So we'll see what happens here. Martinez down at first. Leadoff walk. Here's Tyler Common. First pitch to him. That is driven to right field. Right fielder on his horse. Oh. And a good play by Tekoff in right field. That ball looked like it was over his head. Good jump on it and a good route looking right into the sun. Common hit it on the nose, but that'll be out number 1. One out now. Here's Caden Isidro. 0 for 1 today. Comes in hitting .286, hitting the DH spot. Isidro, the leading hitter last year, in last year's club. First pitch to him is foul straight back. No balls and a strike to Isidro. Isidro leading the club with doubles. Runner at first, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the third. Colts lead at 3-0. Throw to first. Martinez just back in time. Big lead over there by Martinez. Always a threat to run. No balls and a strike. And he swings through that one, and he's in the hole 0-2. Looked like a little tardy on that one. That one got by him before he could get there. So no balls and 2 strikes to Caden Ysidro. Ysidro does play a little first base at times. Throw over to first, not in time. Martinez back head first. 1 out in the inning. And Eldridge back over to first, really concerned about Martinez, as he should be. Martinez will steal a base. Right on left matchup here in the bottom of the second. And the runner goes, swung on and missed. And that'll be a stolen base for Martinez. So Martinez down to second base, 2 outs now in the inning. Ysidro swung through it. 4 out number 2. Be up to Cole Martins to keep things going for the Colts here in the third. He's 1 for 1, a run scored. Started the day hitting .385. He's at second base. Martin steps in from the left side. Chance to drive in a run right here. Off-speed pitch. Just missed high and away. Ball 1. Ball and no strikes to Martins. And the pitch. That is popped down the left-hand side. Third baseman giving chase.
Looks like it dropped right inside of the line. So it's
and that'll be in there for a base hit and an RBI for Martinez. Looks like Martinez will score and Martins will be credited with an RBI. He is 2 for 2 today. Colts now lead at 4-0. We're in the bottom of the third, 2 outs. And here's Corey Hahn. Pretty good piece of hitting there by Martins. Just plopped it down the left field line. It landed just fair. He's over at first. Good lead. Also a threat to run. Fastball misses wide. No balls. 1 ball and no strikes to Hahn. Hahn popped up to the catcher last time up. And the pitch. That is popped up. Looks like the catcher's calling, and we'll make the play just outside the left-hand batter's box, and that'll do it for the Colts in the third. But they get 1. We've played 3 at the Carp. Colts lead at 4-0. We'll be right back.
There you go. Report the traffic.
6,700 block.
Yep, South Broadway. If you're on your way to the ballpark,
Okay.
avoid this area.
Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, it looks like tonight we also got the Varsity Golf Campus Invitational at Pine Bay, along with girls swimming at Wichita West and JV track meet at Winfield. Tomorrow they're going to have the State Music Festival with the large groups, and then girls swim and diving at Salina South. On the 19th, JV golf at Derby, varsity boys tennis at Riverside, JV and varsity girls soccer home game versus Derby. On the 20th, the Class of the Year release day, so seniors who won the Cody Olympics. Varsity boys tennis at Winfield, varsity golf at Salina South, along with varsity track invitational at the Colts Stadium. It'll be a beautiful day, so come on out. Girls swim at Salina South, JV and varsity softball at home versus Salina Central, and varsity and JV baseball home versus Salina Central.
You like this song?
All right, thank you, Kayla. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of time to get out here. Just heard from our traffic department that if you're coming out to the ballpark, there is an accident with injury in the 6700 block of South Broadway, so you want to avoid the area if you're coming out to the ballpark. So we are full service here at the ballpark. Derby's beaten Mays 3-1 at the present time. So we'll get some more scores to you as they come in. For Newton, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 here in the fourth. Sherman out for inning number 4. He is pretty much settled in with a 4-0 lead. First pitch to Alex Kern is in the dirt. Ball 1. Newton 3-5 on the season and 0-2 in the district. And the left-hander Sherman throws this one in the dirt, 2-0. Martinez may need to go out there and remind him he's got a 4-run lead to go ahead and fill it up. And the pitch. Oh. That hit him. So that's a leadoff hit by pitch. So Alex Kern will wear that one, and he'll be awarded first base. So not exactly what the Colts wanted to do to hit the leadoff man here in the fourth. They lead it 4-0. Pretty much had their way with Newton so far. No threats at all by Newton. Only a couple of base runners. 1 hit surrendered so far. Actually 2 hits. Here's Christian Malcolm. He is not an official plate appearance. He was hit by a pitch in the second. Malcolm asking for time and is awarded it. Little cat and mouse going on between him and Sherman. Kern at first base. And that's in the dirt. That's the 3rd ball in the dirt this inning from Sherman. No ball and no strikes to Malcolm. Yet to throw a strike in this frame. And that misses wide. 2-0 now. Kern at first base. He led it off with a hit by pitch. Railers trail it 4-0. That's in there for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike to Malcolm. They play him straight away. Not exactly deep. And that is high, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Christian Malcolm. Malcolm started the day hitting .294. A lot of room in right center. They're playing him down the line. That is down the left field line, foul. Malcolm turned on that one very well. That'll even it up 3 balls and 2 strikes. Maxwell is waiting. Here's the 3-2. Off-speed pitch, just gets a little bit of piece of it, and that'll drop into left center for a base hit. And it's misplayed by Tanner Leslie, but the runner holds at second base. So it appears that he had Malcolm fooled on the pitch. He just stuck the bat out, got just enough of it to get it over Common, the shortstop. And that'll be a base hit for Malcolm. Runners at first and second, nobody out. A little bit of adversity here for the Colts. Looks like Coach Klassen is going to go out and talk about it. This mound visit brought to you by the Campus High School Counseling Center. Call or stop by today, 554-2240. Have you ever met those people in the counseling office, Kayla?
Quite a few times.
Really? Yeah. I think you work there, don't you?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yes. Is it you and Pam Burkett that runs that office, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I would agree. Quick trip to the mound by Coach Klassen. Looks like he is satisfied by what he heard. First and second, nobody out. Looks like first baseman Workins is going to play up on the grass. About halfway in the middle. And up even at third base by Hartley. Let's see how they want to play it. Looks like they're going to play for a double play here. Looking for a bunt. He squares and takes the ball wide. So this is Jace Maxwell. Shows bunt. Pulls it back and takes the ball wide. Maxwell, a successful sacrifice in the second. He comes in hitting .250. Ball and no strikes. Squares the bunt again and takes a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Maxwell with a look back to home plate umpire. I pretty much asked if he was sure. I'm pretty sure he is sure. Count even, 1-1. Still got the bunt on, Kayla?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First and second, nobody out. Here's the bunt. He gets it down the left side. Good bunt. That is going to be mishandled by Sherman. That bunt was in no man's land. Not for sure Sherman should have let that one go and let Hartley take it. At any rate, that's going to go as a base hit for Maxwell. And just like that, the Railers have them loaded here in the top of the fourth. Kayla, we're in a little bit of trouble. And here's Sport Tekoff. He's the right fielder batting in the 7th spot. 0 for 1 today. And the first pitch to him. That's in the dirt, blocked nicely by Martinez. Sherman has been consistently behind the hitters here in the 4th. He was pretty much cruising through 3. And that's a good fastball on the outer half. Swung on and missed. That'll even it up. 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of movement on that pitch, Kayla. And here's the 1-1. That is bounced foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Sherman needs a strikeout in the worst way. That way a double play can get us out of the inning. Bases are loaded. Nobody out.
Oh.
That is swung on. That's going to be into left center for a base hit. 1 run will score. They
Looks
will
like 2.
send the 2nd run.
They're stopping him right there.
And that'll be 2 runs for the Railers. So 4-2 now. Here in the top of the 4th. Maxwell down to 3rd. Tekoff into 2nd with a double. He's 1 for 2. This will bring up Hunter Mapes. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Colts in a little bit of trouble here in the 4th. First pitch to Mapes, that's a soft liner. Just gets over the head of Martins, and that'll score 1 run. And here comes the 2nd run. It's misplaced a little bit in the gap out there. And Mapes will have a 2 RBI double.
Looks like it's going to tie it up.
And that'll tie it up. You're so right, Kayla. We're all tied up 4 apiece. Colts were cruising until this inning. It looks like we're going to have a change here. Coach Klassen to the mound, and this call to the bullpen. Compliments of the Campus High School Counseling Office. We'll let you know who it's going to be in just a moment. Want to go through some of our sponsors here. Thank some of our sponsors, Kayla.
Yeah, so we want to thank some of the sponsors for today, USD 261, along with Crafty Pie and the Valley State Bank, Stompin' Grounds Coffee Shop, the Campus High School Yearbook, and the Campus High School newspaper, along with Hooks Bats and that Campus High School International Baccalaureate Program, Campus High School Avid, Channel 060, and the Counseling Center.
Do have some lineup changes. Sherman's going to go 3 innings here, and we'll kind of conclude him a little bit. 3 innings pitched, 4 runs, all earned. Unable to get an out here in the 4th, so we'll credit him with 3 innings pitched. Runner at 3rd base is his responsibility. At 2nd base, sorry, is his responsibility. Looks like Corey Hahn will come in to pitch. Get you some numbers on him in a minute. He will inherit a runner at 2nd base. That is Sherman's responsibility. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Newton gets 4 here in the 4th to tie it up 4-4. Let you know who has gone into right field in just a moment.
Sherman.
And that is wide for ball 1. So it looks like that Sherman and Hahn just switched places. So Sherman will be in right field. Thanks to my crack staff. And shows bunt. And takes a strike. Not a real good opportunity to bunt there. Didn't square around and get it down. This is Matt Sear. 1 for 1 today. Stranded in the third. Runner at second base, nobody out. And that's in there for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. To the catcher. And the 0-2 swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch there from Hahn. And that'll be out number 1. One down top of the order here is Warren Dietz. 0 for 2 today. Strikeout in the first. Popped out to the shortstop in the third. Newton has tied it up here in the fourth. We're all knotted at 4. That is first pitch swinging. That's popped up left side. Looks like it's going to be Hartley roaming to his left and makes the play. That was a big league pop up there, Kayla. That was up there a long time. 2 outs. Colts need to get out of it right here. Here's Colton Davis. Davis, a couple of strikeouts on the afternoon. Started the day hitting .353. And he tried to check his swing. That's in on his hands, unable to do it. And that's strike 1. No balls and a strike. Hahn has done a good job getting ahead of hitters since he came into, this is his second hitter. And the pitch. That is wide, ball 1. Count even 1-1. Ball and a strike, 2 outs, runner at second. Off-speed pitch is in there for a called strike. 1-2, good curveball up around the letters from Corey Hahn. And the 1-2. Off-speed pitch hit him. Just started that one in too tight and then unable to get out of the way, so that'll be a 2-out hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Cusick. Cusick 0 for 2 today. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Colton Davis aboard at first base with a hit by pitch. Hahn will be kicking himself for that one. He had him 1-2 and then hit him. First and second, looks like they're going to play behind him at first, which is a good idea. First pitch to Cusick. 9th man to bat in the order is strike 1. And here's the 0-1. And he hit him. So back-to-back hit by pitch.
Looks like bases loaded.
You're so right, Kayla. Colts are in a little bit of trouble here. Bases are loaded. Here is the 10th man in the order. So the Railers are going to turn the lineup order over here in the 4th. And this will be Alex Kern's second shot here in the 4th. He was also hit by a pitch and popped up in the second. Bases loaded, all tied up at 4, 2 outs. Top of 4 from Hayesville. And that is bounced up the middle. Common will take it himself. Yes, good job there by Tyler Common. Took it himself, stepped on the bag. And Newton is going to leave them loaded, but they get 4 here in the 4th. We've played 3.5. We're all tied at 4. We'll be right back.
Alrighty, and looking like the Colts are coming up to bat, I just want to remind you that the 4th inning is a stomping grounds home run inning. Any Colt that hits a homer in the 4th is going to result in a stomping grounds half-price specialty drink tomorrow.
So you mean to tell me if somebody hits a home run today, anybody who wants a smoothie tomorrow only has to pay half price?
You're right. Employee discount.
Wow, is that what employees get? Half price smoothies?
Yep.
Jeez. We got the wind blowing out here, Kayla. Usually it's blowing in from left field, but today it's blowing out. So who do we got coming up? We've got 9, 1, and 2. So we got a chance here to get some half-price smoothies. So if Coach Cleaver is listening, you better be nervous. We're all knotted here at 4. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be 9, 1, and 2. It'll be Sherman, Leslie, and Workins expected here in the 4th. Colts give up 4 in the top of the 4th after leading it 4-0 through 4 innings. Looks like they're going to go with Eldridge, and why not? First pitch to Sherman. That's in the dirt, ball 1. Half-price smoothies. What kind of smoothies do you have?
Well, anything you can imagine. We got the strawberry banana, peach paradise, which is a combination of some different fruits. Peach paradise is my personal favorite. We got peach. Anything.
And Sherman takes a strike, 2-1 now. So it sounds like about any flavor of smoothie you want, you can get.
Pretty much.
And you can get them for half price tomorrow if we hit a home run. That is bounced to the right side, just foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Luke Sherman. Sherman was lifted last inning on the mound and is now playing right field. And a 2-2. Just missed high and inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good job checking his swing there. And the payoff. And he swung through it and missed, and that'll be out number 1. So Sherman strikes out for the 2nd time today. 3 strikeouts on the day for Eldridge. Top of the order, here's Tanner Leslie. Sear out to talk to his pitcher. Looks like some activity now in the bullpen. Looks like he's out there maybe giving his bullpen a little time to get loose.
George Bratt.
We'll let you know who's getting loose in just a moment.
Looking for a home run.
All right, here's Tanner Leslie. 1 out here. Nobody on. Bottom of 4, all tied up at 4. Colts trying to get things started again. And we're going to have a visit to the mound. Find out who it's going to be in just a moment.
Alrighty, this call to the bullpen is sponsored by Campus High School Counseling Center. The Counseling Center provides a counseling and consultation services from grades 9 to 12. Give them a call at 554-2240 or drop in today.
All right, thank you, Kayla. Looks like they are going to make a change. It looked like somebody was trotting in from the bullpen. I can't really see. We're kind of blocked here, so Coach still out talking to him. Nobody on, 1 out. Umpire out to break it up. This is game 1 of 2. It looks like they are going to make the change. I'll let you know who it is in just a moment.
Looks like
Eldridge goes 3 1/3 innings of work. He gives up 4 runs, all earned.
Looks like number 5.
Like number 5, we'll find out who that is, and we'll let you know all about his numbers in just a moment.
You got a roster? I don't know. Wow.
We got our staff on it in just a moment. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is. Game 1 of 2 today, so if you're in the area, come on out. Looks like it's going to be Caden Davis. He's going to come in and pitch for the Raiders. Give you some of his numbers in just a moment. He is a big, tall, strapping right-hander. Going to come in and take over for Eldridge. Davis 1-0. He's a senior. And he's had 1 appearance and 1 win. So we'll see how he comes in and does. 3 innings of work, 2 hits, couple of walks and a couple of strikeouts. So pretty uneventful start for him. This looks like start number 2. Looks like he's finished his warm-up tosses. Catcher out to make sure the signs are right. So Davis will come in with a score tied, nobody on. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. So Eldridge will be off the hook for the win or the loss. So the loss or the win will go to Davis as we speak. Luke Sherman led off the 4th with a strikeout. Tanner Leslie now up here. The right-hander with the sign. Leslie in from the right side. Out of the stretch position. Here's the pitch. And that's an off-speed pitch that misses wide. And the 1-0. That is foul straight back. Leslie was on time with that one, just missed it. Ball and a strike now. Leslie playing center field. He's 2 for 2 and a run scored in the 1st. Leslie started the day hitting .444. And that's inside, almost hit him. 2 balls and a strike. Colts need to get something going here in the 4th with 1 out, top of the order. 4-2 on the season, won their last 4. That's in the dirt. Tried to finesse him a little bit. 3 balls and a strike. Leslie has the luxury of looking for a pitch right here. Something he can drive. And that is up in his own tomahawk. Bounce to the shortstop. Shortstop up with it. Over to first in time. Dietz got that one on the run and threw him out by a step. 2 outs now in the inning. Ball looked to be a little bit up. I think Leslie was a little anxious to get something going there and may have swung at ball 4. 2 outs now in the inning. It'll be up to Warkins to keep things going. Warkins 0 for 1 with a sacrifice in the 1st. First pitch to him. That's in there for a call striker right down the middle. Davis came in with 1 out here in the inning and has retired the only batter he's faced. Little excuse me swing, slow roller to the first baseman. Malcolm is up with it, going to take it himself, and the Colts will go in order in the 4th. We've played 4, we're all tied up at 4. We'll be right back.
Campus Colt Baseball is brought to you by Stompin' Grounds Coffee Company, proudly serving fine coffee products to campus students and staff since 2015. And by Channel 060, news from people you know.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th.
Good choice. Well,
So no half-price smoothies tomorrow. Nobody.
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. Nobody went yard last inning. Well,
Game 2.
game 2. We got another
we
game
always
coming
got
up.
game 2.
We can get one then. So it looks like Hahn out for his 2nd inning of work. It's all tied up at 4. Kayla, we got to get something going here.
We need some action.
Need some action. Got to stop these guys, get off the field, and get the bats going. We do have the meat of the order coming up next time, so it'll be our time to shine. Martinez out there. He just now got dressed. That's one of the drawbacks of being a catcher. Seems like you're always on deck when the last out is made. So Hahn came on in the 4th and stopped the drive. Newton got 4 in the 4th to tie it up. So Sherman's off the hook for the loss or the win. We will see how we go from here on out. So 5, 6, and 7 for the Raiders.
Corner.
And the first pitch First pitch swinging, and that's dumped into left field for a base hit. That'll be Alex Kern. So Alex Kern will lead it off with a base hit here in the 5th. And the Railers have something cooking with nobody out. Here's Christian Malcolm. Malcolm 1 for 1 today, hit by pitch in the 2nd. Runner at first base, nobody out, leadoff base hit by Kern. Shows bunt and takes high, ball 1. Railers are going to do some small ball here in the 5th, try to get something in scoring position, maybe manufacture a run. Malcolm comes in hitting .294 on the season. Steps in from the right side. Pretty decent lead at first. Shows bunt again. And he bunts an off-speed pitch back to the pitcher. Hahn is up with it. Over to first base for the out. Kern over to second on the sacrifice. So credit Malcolm with a sacrifice here in the 5th. 1 out. And this will bring up Jace Maxwell. Maxwell from the right side. Hahn from the right side also. Takes the first pitch. For ball 1. Actually, this is Sport Techoff. And swung on and missed. And that's strike 1. 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the right fielder. Comes in hitting .421. One out in the inning. And that is low for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Techoff 1 for 2 today and a run scored. And off-speed pitch is bounced to the left side. Hartley up with it. Over to first in time for out number 2. Hartley, good job looking the runner back at second base. And over to first for the out. 2 outs now in the inning. Runner at second base. We're in the top of the 5th. All tied at 4. Here's Hunter Mapes. And he takes the first pitch for a strike at the knees. No balls and a strike. Mapes hit by a pitch in the 4th.
Oh.
And that's in the dirt and gets away from Martinez. Kern down to third base, and he will be at third with 2 outs. Ball and a strike to Mapes. Two balls and a strike. Runner at third. 2 outs. That is bounced to the right side. Slow roller. Martin's up with it. Over to first in time for the out. And the Railers are going to strand one. And we've played 4.5. We're all tied at 4. We'll be right back.
7-5 Mays. 4th inning.
Colts Baseball is brought to you by Crafty Pie. For all custom and wood signs, window decals, handcrafted yard signs, and your vinyl lettering needs. Message Kelly on Facebook at Crafty Pie for your next custom sign. And by The Colts Special, Campus High School's official newspaper. Published every other month by the Colts staff is always looking for great stories to tell. Follow them on Twitter at CHS Journalism or send story ideas to chscoltspecial@gmail.com.
And thank you, Kayla. You ever met the person that runs Crafty Pie?
No, I have
Do
not.
you know who it is?
Nope.
You don't have any idea.
Nope.
That's Miss Butheris.
Is it really?
It is. It is. She's got really good stuff. I bought some things from her, and she a lot of sports memorabilia stuff. So if you need anything personally made, she's the one.
I've heard her talking about it a little bit, and I've seen some things in her room, but she never told us her brand, so I didn't know.
Well, now you know.
Learn something new every day, Doc.
You're
Boy,
right.
you do learn something new every day. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. We're all tied at 4. Meat of the order. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Colts. Hartley, Martinez, and Common expected.
Got to get a run here.
Davis will continue to work for Newton. Be a right-on-right matchup here against Hartley. First pitch to him. That's in there. Good fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1. Hartley 0 for 1 and a run scored in the first. Base hit in the first. Bounced out in the second. And that's low. Ball 1. Ball and a strike. Hartley comes in hitting .304 at the start of the day. And that's high. 2 balls and a strike. Campus desperately needs to get the leadoff man on here. Maybe get one in scoring position and get him in. That's in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. You got to think Hartley might be taken right here. 3-1. Do you turn him loose, Kayla?
I don't know.
We'll see. Here's the 3-1.
Yep.
That's in there for a call strike. Hartley tosses the bat away thinking that's ball 4. They'll bring him back, and the count now is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looks like a pretty good pitch there. Knee high right down the middle. I think Hartley thought it might have been low and away. Nonetheless, the guy behind the plate says, come on back. Here's the 3-2. That is driven to right field. Tekoff
Looking like a,
loses it in the sun, and it gets by him. And that'll be a single and an error, and Hartley will be at second base. So that ball is hit right at Tekoff. Couple of steps to his right. Looks like he was looking up into the sun and lost it. And it just glances off his glove, and Hartley into second base with nobody out. So Colts with an opportunity to take the lead right here in the bottom of the 5th. We're all tied at 4. Runner at second, nobody out. Here's Martinez. And he takes a fastball wide, ball 1. Martinez 1 for 1 today. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Base hit in the 1st. Comes in hitting .412. And that's low, ball 2. Martinez ahead in the count, 2 balls to nothing. Davis in a little bit of trouble here in the 5th. And a 2-0. That is high. 3 balls and no strikes. Question is, do you turn Martinez loose with a 3-0 count? Some say yes, some say no. We'll see what happens. Here it is. And that's in there for a call strike right down the middle. 3 balls and a strike. Martinez still ahead in the count. Still able to look for something right here. Go ahead run at second base. Martinez steps out. Little cat and mouse here between him and Davis. Wind appears to be freshening. Still blowing out to left at about 15 miles an hour. And they fake the throw to second base. And Hartley is back in there. Hasn't gotten too windy yet. I haven't seen a trash can blow by, so I guess we're good. And a 3-1. That's in there for a call strike.
Come on, swing the bat.
So you had Martinez. Martinez was ahead 3-0. And has now worked it to full. Martinez in a defensive position right here. Got to put the ball in play, preferably to the right side.
Ooh.
That is driven to
the
the
left
gap.
hole.
Yes, that's in the gap in the hole. That'll be off the wall. A run will score.
Looking like a triple.
Martinez on his horse, rounding second into third, standing up, and that'll be a RBI triple for Martinez. How about that, Kayla?
Looking nice to me.
Colts go ahead here in the bottom of the fifth, 5-4. RBI triple for Martinez.
That's the action we need.
Yeah, exactly what we needed. So a runner at third base now, still nobody out. Colts take the lead. Here's Tyler Common. Common with an opportunity to get some insurance here. And the pitch. That is high, ball one. Looks like time is called. Catcher going out. Looks like the coach for the Railers going out. We'll see what they got planned. We're in the bottom of the fifth here. Colts have taken the lead. A error on a leadoff man on Hartley, and then a triple by Martinez, and the Colts lead it 5-4. Don't see anybody loosening in the bullpen, Kayla, so I don't think we're going to make any changes unless it's a defensive change. Looks like they're talking about defensive situations right now. Umpire out to break it up. Kind of a, not a fast walk, but more of a saunder. We'll see if they want to make a change here. If it is, they're going to be dragging somebody out of a position.
It's looking good for us. We got Mateo at third. A base hit will score.
So right, Kayla. Meat of the order has been taking care of things. Conference continues out there. It doesn't look like they've made much of a change yet. I don't know why the umpire hadn't broken things up. It looks like he's involved in the conversation.
Giving him a little pep talk.
We don't have time for a clinic today. It looks like that's going to be it. No changes are going to be made. Coach Davis has left the building. So
Not yet.
here's Tyler Common. He is in there with a 1 ball and no strike count. Runner at third base, nobody out. Colts lead at 5-4. We're in the bottom of the fifth. And the pitch. And that looked like a straight change in there for a call strike. Pretty good location from Davis. Common steps in from the right side. And the pitch. That is driven to left field. Left fielder back, and that is a one hop over the fence. That will be a ground rule double for Tyler Common and an RBI. So that will be a double for Common and an RBI. Another run scores. And the Colts now lead at 6-4 with nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Looks like the good fortune continues for the Colts here in the bottom of the fifth after giving up 4 in the fourth. Here's Ysidro, 0 for 2 today. Struck out in the third. Runner at second base. Let's see, if that would have been last inning, would that have counted for the half-price smoothies?
Hey, I don't know. That's up to Cleaver.
First pitch swinging, that is bounced to the third baseman. He is up with it over to first, and Ysidro is retired. 1 out now in the inning. So bring up Cole Martins with a chance to drive in a run right here. Martins 2 for 2 and a run scored. Start of the day hitting .385. Right on left matchup. It's not going to get much better here than this. And the pitch to him. That is foul straight back. He wasn't fooled. Just missed it. No balls and a strike. Looks like they're playing him pretty shallow. The wind blowing out. It looks like they got burned on that last time. So it doesn't look like that Newton has learned much about the wind yet. That is inside. Gets away from the catcher. And Common will be down to third on the wild pitch. And it looks like they're going to discuss whether or not that might have hit Martins. Looks like home plate umpire is going to go out and talk to the base umpire to see if that may have hit Martins. If that's the case, Common will have to go back to second base. Looks like they're going to award him first base on the hit by pitch. So it'll be first and second with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Colts have taken the lead 6-4. If you're just joining us, the Colts jumped out to a 4-run lead. Tied up in the fourth by the Railers. First pitch swinging by Hahn. That is into left field. And that gets by the left fielder. 1 run will score.
Like 2 runs.
They're going to send Martins. And the throw is cut off. 2 runs will score. So Common and Martins will score. And the Colts have blown it open here in the bottom of the fifth. Looks like 8-4 Colts. That is a base hit for Hahn. He is at second base. This will bring up looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Dylan Ecton will hit for Sherman. So Ecton will hit for Sherman here in the bottom of the fifth. 1 out, runner at second base. Looks like the coach is going to go to the mound. We might be making a change. We'll let you know in just a moment. Dylan Ecton with 4 plate appearances. Still looking for his first hit of the season. He's driven in a couple, but has yet to get a base hit. Umpire out to break it up. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. We'll tell you who it's going to be in just a minute. Davis will be lifted with a runner at second base. He is giving up 4 runs here. Let you know who the new pitcher is going to be.
Alrighty, this call of the bullpen is sponsored by Campus High School Counseling Center. The Counseling Center provides counseling and consultation services to grades 9 through 12. Give them a call at 554-2240 or drop in today.
Looks like it's going to be number 4.
Looks like Peyton Maxwell will come in to pitch for the Railers. He is listed on the junior varsity roster, but he is a tall, lanky right-hander. Not showing a number 4 on the varsity roster, so it looks like Peyton Maxwell it is. We'll get you some numbers on him in just a moment. He will come in to face Ecton, Leslie, and Workins. Game 1 of 2 today.
There goes a fire truck.
This appears to be Maxwell's first varsity appearance, so we don't have any numbers on him, so he'll be developing some statistics today. Tall, lanky right-hander. Listed as an outfielder. He's a 9th grader. So, pretty big situation for a 9th grader here in the bottom of the 5th. He inherits a runner at second base. 1 out. Campus has scored 4 here in the 5th. They lead it 8-4. Sear out to talk about it. Make sure the signs are right. And we're ready to go. Here's Dylan Ecton. Steps in from the right-hand side. Be a right-on-right matchup. Still time to get out here. We got another game to follow. And the first pitch to him is low, ball 1. Ecton with a chance to add to the lead here. We're in the bottom of the 5th. We're all tied till the beginning of this inning. That is bounced to the left side. Shortstop to his right. Up with it. 1 hopper over to first. Unable to handle it is Malcolm.
Looks like they're sending Corey Hahn to third.
That's going to go as a base hit for Ecton. Hahn over to third on the errant throw. It would have had to have been a perfect throw to get Ecton. That ball was in the hole between the third baseman and the shortstop. Dietz had to go a long way to his right. And it's first and third, one out. Here's Tanner Leslie. First pitch swinging and foul straight back. Actually first and second. Now Ecton down to second base on the errant throw. Top of the order now. 4 runs across. That is bounced to the left side. A little nubber. Third baseman charging up with it over to first. Not in time. Leslie beat it out, and that'll be an infield hit for Leslie. And that'll be his third hit of the ball game. Bases are loaded now. This is the 9th man to bat. In the order, here's Austin Workins. Workins from the left side. Hitless today. He is 0 for 2 with sacrifice. Bases loaded. Maxwell trying to get out of it here. Double play depth in the middle. Corners are up even. Colts have them loaded. We're in the bottom of the 5th. They've scored 4 times here in the 5th. They lead it 8-4. 1 out. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. You got to wonder how many arms Newton has left. And that is fisted foul. That got in on Workins' hands a little bit, and he was able to fist it foul down the right side. Count even now, 1-1. Bases loaded, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Colts lead at 8-4. Here it is. Off-speed pitch. That is fisted foul down the right side. Picked up by the first baseman. A run will score. He will step on the bag for out number 1. So 2 outs now in the inning. Hahn will score, and that'll make it 9-4. Everybody else will move up 90 feet. Second and third now. Here's Jackson Hartley, the 10th man to bat in the order. And he takes a strike at the knees. Two out, second and third. Colts have scored 5 times in the frame. They lead it 9-4. Off-speed pitch floats high, ball 1. Ball and a strike to Jackson Hartley. Hartley started the inning with a drive to right field. It was misplayed by the right fielder. That is inside, almost hit him. 2 balls and a strike. Eventually came around to score. And the rest is history. That is swung on and popped foul. So a ball and 2 strikes to Hartley. Second and third, 2 outs. Campus has sent 10 men to the plate this inning. And off-speed pitch is popped into shallow right. Right fielder coming on, lays out, unable to make the play. 2 runs will score, and that'll be a base hit for Hartley.
So it should be 11.
That makes the score 11-4, Colts. Ball wasn't particularly hit very hard, just at the right place. Right fielder Tekoff unable to come in. He made a good effort laying out, looking into the sun, but unable to come up with it. Here's Mateo Martinez. And he takes the first pitch high, ball 1. Hartley on at first base. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 7 runs across this inning for the Colts. And that is driven to the left side, base hit for Martinez. That'll be a 2-out base hit for the catcher. Hartley down to second. And that'll bring up Tyler Common. Common with a double that kind of broke things wide open earlier in the inning. And was credited with an RBI. Common 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Second and third, 2 outs. Colts pretty much having their way with the Railers. That's an off-speed pitch that floats in there on the inner half for a strike. So Maxwell gets ahead in the count of the hot swinging Common. And the 0-1. That is high. Good discipline there by Common. Lay off that pitch up around the letters. That'll even it up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Common start of the day hitting .444. And that's an off-speed pitch that misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Maxwell is a quick worker. And the 2-1. That's inside. 3-1 now. Not the guy that you want to go 3-1 to. 2 for 3 today. Swinging a hot bat, hitting over .450. And that is to center field. Center fielder in and to his right and makes the play. And the Colts are going to leave a couple. And that will do it. But the Colts get 7 on the inning. They lead at 11-4. We'll be right back.
Alrighty, Colt Baseball is brought to you by Hook Bats. Hand-turned ash and maple bats from the Major League stock made to order. Good wood for good hitters since 2005. Check them out at hookbats.com. And by Valley State Bank, a proud supporter of the Hayesville School District and Campus High School. Student checking accounts are available at 5310 South Broadway or inside of the Campus High School branch. Member FDIC.
You got any money in that bank, Kayla?
Oh, yeah.
I got some money rat hole in there, too. Don't tell the IRS or my wife. So wait a
Come
minute.
visit me with some more tomorrow.
Yeah, Kayla, you do work in the bank.
Yes,
Tell
I
us
do.
a little bit about what it's like to work in the bank.
Well, it's super fun. I mean, it's a real life experience working in the bank, and you're actually working in the bank as an intern. And you get to meet a lot of new people and see some nice faces that you see at the stomping grounds as well. So it's a lot of fun.
So you work both places?
Yep, I work at stomping grounds and the Valley State Bank.
Wow. Full-time broadcaster, full-time at the bank, full-time at the coffee shop.
Full-time student.
Full-time student.
Full-time cheerleader, too.
Absolutely. You can sleep later.
Yeah. Part-time sleep.
Well, that is a really neat. How many schools you know of that have a full working federally insured bank in their high school?
You know, Derby. That's about it.
Yeah, they did have the coffee, yes, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're going to the top of the 6th.
Who's Tweety throw 6 outs?
Me.
You.
Yeah.
Raiders in a little bit of trouble. It'll be 9-1 and 2. It's going to be Sear, Dietz, and Davis. Other than a big 4th inning, the Newton Bats have been quiet.
Oh.
That's a 1-hopper to Common. 1 step to his right over to first in time for the out. That was a hot shot. Common stayed with it and will retire Sear for the first out of the inning here in the 6th. 11-4 Campus here in the top of the 6th. 1 out. Top of the order here is Warren Dietz. Dietz hitless today. He's 0 for 3 and takes a strike.
Is this the 6th inning?
Yeah.
Top of 6. Here is a good off-speed pitch to Dietz. Actually, that's Matt Sear. My apologies. That was Mapes that grounded out. 1 out in the inning. And that'll do it for Sear. So Sear strikes out swinging for out number 2. Now top of the order, here's Dietz. Dietz 0 for 3, a strikeout in the first. Hahn continues to work. He came in the fourth and is pretty much silenced the Newton bats so far. Off-speed pitch in there for a called strike. Good job of getting ahead in the count with the soft stuff for Hahn. That's called pitching backwards, Kayla, when you can get that off-speed stuff over early. Fastball misses wide, 1-1. Dietz comes in hitting .250 at the start of the day. He's 0 for 1 today. He takes a strike, ball and 2 strikes. Strikeout in the first and a couple of walks. Still looking for his first hit of the afternoon. That is driven to left field.
Got it.
Looking like a catch from the fielder.
Walter on his horse, and he makes the catch over his shoulder. Has to leap a little bit and hauls it in for out number 3. That ball rolls for about a week and a half if that gets over his head. But he's able to haul it in, and that's the inning. Looks like Newton will go in order in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 11-4 Campus. We'll be right back.
Alrighty, Colts baseball is sponsored by the AVID program, a college readiness program designed to immerse students in the college-going culture. The AVID program is for students willing to challenge themselves in supportive environments with college tutors, speakers, and field trips. For more information about the AVID program, contact Bruce Lolling at 554-2236. And by the Campus High School International Baccalaureate Program, aiming to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who help to create a better and more peaceful world through intercultural understanding and respect. The program encourages students across the world to become active, compassionate, and lifelong learners. Contact Joe Sailors at 554-2236 for more information.
All right, thank you, Kayla. You ever met any of those IB or AVID kids?
Yeah, I have some
They
friends.
work really, really well.
I'm actually an AVID tutor too.
Are you now? Boy, those kids
Yeah.
work really, really, really hard.
Oh,
You ever
yeah.
notice that?
AVID is great.
Yeah, AVID helps a lot of kids get on down the road and get the study skills that they need. Hey, if you like what we're doing or if you want to ask a question, tweet us at Channel 060, right, Kayla?
Yeah.
You can tweet us, ask us a question. If we don't know the answer, we'll make it up.
We got Channel 060 pulled up right now.
Say runs. Okay.
Bottom of 6 we go. Campus leads 11-4. It'll be Ucedro, Martins, and Hahn.
Come on, Ucedro.
Colts get 7 runs in the 5th and break this thing wide open. Ucedro hitless today. 0 for 3, couple of bounce outs and a strikeout. Steps in from the left side. Looks like Maxwell will continue to work. First pitch to Ucedro is low, ball 1. Yeah, give us a shout out on Channel 060. We'd love to hear from you. And that is high, ball 2. So Ucedro in the driver's seat here. Ahead 2-0. Start of the day hitting .286. Left-handed hitter. DH, first baseman. And he takes low, ball 3. 3 straight balls from Maxwell. There's some activity in the bullpen for the Railers. Looks like Josh Hansen, senior, he's getting ready, a right-hander. And that's low, a 4-pitch walk to Caden Ucedro. So the leadoff man is aboard here in the bottom of the 6th. Not exactly the way Maxwell wanted to start it. Looks like we're going to have a runner for Ucedro. And it looks like Bryson Schroeder will run for Caden Ucedro. I don't know why they don't leave Caden in there. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here, a trip to the mound. We'll let you know what's shaking. We got Kayla doing some tweeting over here. Looks like they're going to make a change. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is.
And this call of the bullpen is sponsored by the Campus High School Counseling Center. The Counseling Center provides the counseling and consultation services to grades 9 through 12. Give them a call at 554-2240 or drop in today.
You ever been in there?
Oh, yeah.
The counseling office?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, 3 runs this game's over.
Weirdos in there, isn't there?
You hear me?
Sometimes.
You know,
They get
sometimes.
3 runs,
Sometimes.
this game's over.
They do some pretty good work in there. I hear the counseling aides are really, really sharp, too. Is what I
Oh,
heard.
yeah.
Some of the best in the business. All right, looks like it's going to be Josh Hansen now going to take over. He's a right-hand senior. We'll get you some numbers on him in just a moment. Looks like he's got an ERA of just about 6.5. He's had 3 appearances. 3.3 1/3 innings of work. He's given up 7 hits, 6 runs, 3 of which were earned. Walked 5 and struck out 2. So, looks like he struggles a little bit with control. So, this is going to the Colts' advantage right here. Hansen is struggling a little bit in warm-up at the moment. He will face Martins, Hahn, and Ecton. Be 7, 8, and 9 for campus. This is game 1 of 2. Colts get 3 runs right here. It's over by a run rule. So this thing may be over this inning, or we may play another half inning. We'll just see how it goes. Anyway, Josh Hansen, a right-hander, is called on by the Railers to try to stop the bleeding here with a leadoff walk to Ysidro. Martin steps in from the left side. He is 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch in the 5th. Couple of runs scored. Swinging a pretty hot bat. Started the day 385. First pitch swinging, a liner to the shortstop. Over to first. Unable to double up Schroeder. So Martins hits it right on the nose. And that's out number 1. So he lines out to the shortstop for out number 1. Here's Corey Hahn. First pitch to him. That's in there for a call strike at the knees. Just exactly what Hansen needed to do. Come in and fill it up. No balls and a strike to Hahn. Hahn got his first base hit of the year in the 5th and scored. That's high. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first, 1 out. Colts lead it 11-4. And that misses wide, ball 2. Good lead over there at first by Schroeder. Always a threat to run. That's in the dirt. I've got it 3-1 here to Corey Hahn. Hahn started the day on the mound, was lifted and put into right field. That is wide, ball 4. So the second walk issued by the Railers in the inning. First and second, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Colts in control, 11-4. And looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. And that's a wild pitch. First pitch to Luke Sherman. Looks like he is going to re-enter. Sherman will re-enter and hit in the 6th. Sherman 0 for 2. And he takes a pitch wide, ball 2. Runners moved up 90 feet on the wild pitch a while ago. Second and third now. And that's bunted back to the pitcher. And it looks like nobody's going to pick it up. Pitcher thought the catcher was going to get it and vice versa. And that's going to be in there for a base hit for Sherman. So that's his second base hit of the game. And they're loaded. Top of the order, here's Tanner Leslie. 1 out here. Bases loaded. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Looks like they're going to be in at the corners. Double play depth in the middle. Pretty deep in the outfield, playing him to pull. That is through the left side for a base hit. 1 run will score.
Looking like he's going for a second one.
And the throw is cut off, and run number 2 will come through. So 2 runs in, Kayla.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a base hit for Leslie. And that's 16-4 now.
16? 13.
13.
Yes, correction, that is 13-4, my bad. Colts score them faster than I can count them. So that's a base hit for Leslie. He will be at first base. Runners at first and second. And that's in there for a strike to Austin Workins. And that's wide, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to the 2-hole hitter.
Looking like we're getting some tweets in.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Anything we can repeat on the air?
Well, we'll have to see after this inning.
And that is bounced to the right side, over to second for 1, back to first in time, and that'll do it for the Colts.
Wow.
An inning double play for the Railers, and that'll strand a couple for the Colts. And we've played 6, 13-4 Colts. We'll be right back.
Alrighty, it looks like we got some tweets from some of our followers, starting with Coach Davis. He wants to know if Hook plays Fortnite.
Excuse me?
Have you heard of Fortnite?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Kayla.
Alrighty, it's a video game.
Is that something you eat? No, okay.
It's a video game.
Oh, okay. No video games at my house. My wife won't let me.
Alrighty, and then Zach Cleaver has 2 questions for us, okay?
Here it comes.
So the first comment he made was, did Hook just use a decimal and a fraction in the same number, he said.
I'm a math expert.
3.3 and 1/3, and then he said hashtag Oklahoma. I don't know what that means, but...
Well, Kayla, I went to school when they were still leaving kids behind.
Oh.
So yes, I did probably do that. I meant 3 1/3, Mr. Cleaver. Thank you for pointing that out.
Everybody makes mistakes. You're good.
We appreciate all your tweets. We know the folks in the federal prison probably don't have access to social media, but we appreciate you guys listening in anyway.
They did last week.
Top of the 7th. Raiders are running out of time, Kayla.
Looks like we're closing in on this one.
Raiders with 4 runs so far. 13 runs across for the Colts. So Raiders are down to their last 3 outs here in the top of the 7th. Looks like 2, 3, and 4 for the Raiders. First pitch to Colton Davis is low, ball 1. Corey Hahn will be out to finish it up. And that misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Davis. Davis hit by a pitch in the 4th. Couple of strikeouts, 1 in the 3rd and 1 in the 1st. And he takes a strike. 2 balls and a strike now to Davis. Davis playing left field today. 3:53 at the start of the day. Pitch to him is wide, 3-1. Wind continues to blow out to left field. And that is driven deep to left. And foul. Unable to see the left field line from here, so we just kind of have to rely on our spotters if they're not tweeting.
Sorry.
Coach Davis had 1 job. 3-2 now. Our public address system is broken, so he is on the mend. So that'll be a called 3rd strike, and that'll be out number 1. Davis will go down looking here in the top of the 7th. 1 out. Here's Bryant Kuzik. Kuzik hit by a pitch in the 4th and takes wide, ball 1. Kuzik 0 for 2, a bounce out in the 3rd and a fly out in the 1st. And that's in there for a strike. 1-1 now. Hahn came in the 4th and will stand to be the winner if this thing holds up. Off-speed pitch, good off-speed pitch, is in there for a call strike. Ball and 2 strikes to Kuzik. Cusick hits from the right side, open stance. Here's the pitch. And that is wide in the dirt. Tried to get him to chase something. That'll even it up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'm thinking Coach Klassen's probably going to want Mateo to not backhand that one. I'm just guessing. That is swung on, and a good fastball at the knees and foul straight back. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on. We're in the top of the 7th. Colts lead at 13-4. Game 2 will be about 15 minutes after this one, so you want to tune back in. Kayla will have us all beamed up and ready to go. Kayla multitasking over here, tweeting and keeping track of the production. That is swung on and missed. Good off-speed pitch on the hands. And Cusick swings through it for out number 2. Four strikeouts on the day for Corey Hahn. He has come in and held the Railers at bay since coming in on that big 4th inning. Luke Sherman started the game, got in a little bit of trouble in the 4th. Hahn came in and took care of business. And now Newton is down to their last out. And here's Alex Kern. A base hit in the 5th. And he's in the hole 0-2. Railers down to their last strike. We'll wrap it up after this. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch, soft liner into left field, and that'll drop in front of Walter. So that'll be a 2-out base hit for Kern. That will be his 2nd base hit of the afternoon. So the Railers aren't done yet. They have a runner at first base. They trail at 13-4 with 2 outs. We're in the top of the 7th. Here's Christian Malcolm, the first baseman. Credited with a sacrifice in the 5th. He is hitless today. First pitch to him is wide in the dirt, blocked nicely by Martinez. Ball and no strikes to the right-handed hitting first baseman. And the pitch. That is a fastball wide. 2 balls and no strikes. You got to think that Malcolm may be taking a pitch right here. Not a significant lead over there for Kern. He can't afford to get picked off. And that is a fastball. Just missed outside. Looked like the umpire's right hand was thinking about it, Kayla.
Yep.
Looked like he kind of started to move, but it's 3-0. And that's in there for a call strike at the belt. 3 balls and a strike now to Christian Malcolm. Malcolm started the day at 294. And here's the 3-1. Inside, almost hit him, and he'll lose him. So a 2-out walk issued to Malcolm. Runners at first and second now for the Railers. Chase Maxwell now. 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 4th. Big 4th inning for the Railers. And that is swung on, driven to left field. Left fielder back and to his right. Unable to get there. 1 run will score. And 2 runs will score. So that will be a 2-out base clearing double for Jace Maxwell. That ball was smoked down the line. Got up in the breeze. And that got over the head of Walter.
Looking like it's going to put the score 13-6.
13-6 now, Colts. You're right, Kayla. Still a little bit of a cushion here. Still making Hahn throw too many pitches, though.
Yep.
How many pitches is this throwing? Hey, Maddie.
What?
How many pitches is Corey throwing?
This is 54.
And here's Tekoff.
52?
54.
And he takes the first pitch.
54.
54 pitches for Hahn through about 3 innings. So quite a few pitches. Try to get out of this thing in quick order. And the pitch to Tekoff, that's in there for a strike. Tekoff 1 for 3 today, single and scored a run in the 4th. Runner at second base, 2 runs across. That misses inside. Checkoff began the day 421. And he takes a pitch high, able to check his swing. I have 3-1, Kayla. What do you got? That about right?
Yeah. Sounds right.
Sure would like to get the scoreboard fixed.
The mic.
And the mic, if it ain't too much trouble. And that is popped to the right center field. And looks like the right fielder Sherman will come in and make the call. And that's going to do it for the Railers. The Railers get 2. The Colts win it 13-6. Looks like the winning winner is going to go to Hahn. And Caden Davis will be tagged with the loss. We'll have game number 2 in just about 15 minutes. You're going to want to stay tuned. Still time to come on out and catch game 2 if you're in the area. Beautiful weather. For Kayla, I'm Todd Hook saying so long for now. We'll see you in about 15 minutes.